Ba weep, grana weep, ninibong. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things Transformers and Transformers action figure related. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a news update around the Netflix TV series that we've seen the trailer for already. So I found out little bits of information around that, and also do an update on what I found around this spoiler box that's coming from Hasbro, where to find it if you're in the UK as well. I found the website where it actually is. I think it's a Walmart or Hasbro Pulse exclusive over in the US, but I have found out where it is going to be in the UK, so I'll let you know that towards the end of the video. Guys, there will be some spoilers today from what I found, so if you don't want to know anything about the plot or anything for this new video or what's in that box, turn away from this video, because I am going to drop some spoilers. I will let you know when I'm going to drop some more information, and you may or may not want to know, but we will go on. I also apologize for probably the reverb in this room. I'm actually in a hotel room and not the usual place that I would do this. So I'm in a hotel room in the Netherlands at the moment, so apologies for the reverb, but I can't control that at the moment. So guys, we have some more information that's come out for the Netflix TV series War for Cybertron Siege. This is going to drop in 2020, and we are going to get 6 episodes at 20 minutes apiece. So that's pretty good. I would have liked it to be a little bit longer, but hey, you know, it's certainly longer than what we have been getting when the Mishima ones were doing their thing. And what's really good is this is going to be all regions at the same time. There is not going to be a region blocker on there, so we're not going to have to run around and try and find how to watch this from other sources. We are going to get this all at the same time, which is brilliant. I'm very happy about that. So I'm going to go into a synopsis that I found now for it. So if you don't want to know the plot of it, you can skip past this bit. Transformers War for Cybertron Siege. It begins in the final hours of the devastating war between the Autobots and the Decepticons. The war has torn apart their home planet of Cybertron, and it's at a tipping point. The two leaders, Optimus Prime and Megatron, both want to save their world and unify their people, but only on their terms. In an attempt to end the conflict, Megatron is forced to consider using the Allspark, the source of all life and power on Cybertron, to reformat the Autobots, thus unifying Cybertron. Outnumbered, outgunned, and under siege, the battle-weary Autobots orchestrate a desperate series of counter-strikes on a mission that, if it somehow goes right, will be at the end of making an unthinkable choice to kill their planet in order to save it. So, here we go. That tells you quite a lot there. That tells me why we've seen the Decepticon Mirage. So where it says about Megatron using the Allspark to reformat Autobots, I'm pretty sure this is why we see the Autobot Mirage, the Decepticon Mirage, sorry. And this also leads into a theory I have later on, which I will speak about. So all sounds very interesting. It sounds dark, it sounds gritty, it sounds like something we've not really seen before, and I'm excited. So we've also had the voice cast released, and we can see here, I mean, I don't recognize any of these faces. I will go into the names and maybe some of the more recognizable names in a second, but certainly what we can see from this is the Autobots. There is a lot of Autobots within this series, you know. And if we go over to the Decepticons, we can see actually either they haven't told us how many Decepticons there are at the moment. They're being a bit more cagey with it, or in this first few episodes, we're not actually going to see that many Decepticons. We're just going to see kind of these main ones here. The names of the people who are doing the voice acting, like I say, are not that recognizable to me. We have, and if I butcher any of these names, I'm very sorry. We have Edward Bosco as Ultra Magnus and Soundwave, Bill Rogers playing Wheeljack, Sophia Isabella as RC, Brooke Chalmers as Impactor, Sean Hawkins as Mirage, Kaiser Johnson as Ironhide, Lindsay Rosayan as Elita 1, Joe Zia as Bumblebee, Frank Todaro as Starscream, Raphael Goldstein as Ratchet, Keith Silverstein as Jetfire, Todd Habercon as Shockwave and Red Alert, sorry, the other one was Soundwave, Miles Luna as Teletran 1, so we're going to get Teletran 1 talking in this, and Cliffjumper, and then Mark Whitten as Sidewipe and Skywarp. Obviously, the two names that I missed out there were for Prime and Megatron, but for Prime, we're going to get Jack Fossey. Now, Jack Fossey's already voices Prime in Cyberverse, and he's also voiced Prime a couple of times in some other things as well. Likewise with Jason Marcona, who actually was the voice of Megatron for a few other titles as well. So two pretty well-known voices for those two, or two actually who have a history with both of the characters. So I've seen a few people's feedback. Oh, it's not Peter Cullen, or it's, you know, they're not happy. I'm fine. I think, you know, it'll be nice to have somebody bring their own way of doing Prime and Megatron, other than just the standard one that we've seen. So maybe we'll see a different take vocally on the character, and bring a different take on Prime, which it could be on this. So I'm actually really excited to get two new voice actors on this. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. So that's kind of the update that I have on that. So we've got a pretty good synopsis there. We know what's going on with the series itself now. We know from that synopsis that, you know, Megatron's going to be messing around with people, and we're going to see probably some Autobots. We've already had the figure of Mirage as a Decepticon. Maybe we'll get to see some other Autobots as Decepticons, which leads me on to the spoiler box. UK guys, if you are like myself, been trying to get your hands on this and you've been around all of the usual places, I couldn't find it anywhere, and then I was told to head over to Zavvi, and it's there on Zavvi. This is the last place I would have actually looked for any Transformers action figures, but from what I can find, it is the only place in the UK that you can get this or pre-order it at the moment. As you can see, it's $59.99. So guys, if you want to grab yourselves one of these, I would grab it quick, because I would imagine these are going to go very quickly. Now that I've told you that, guys, I will be heading into spoilers on what I found on this box. So if you want to click off the video now, thank you very much for watching so far. But I'm going to dive in a little bit into this box. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and spoilers for the spoiler box. So guys, first of all, first spoiler on the spoiler box. Here's the box art on this spoiler box. As it says, spoilers inside, spoilers on the outside. As well, as we can see here, we have Ultra Magnus is going to be inside this. So Magnus himself is going to be inside this box. What else do we get in this box. We actually get 3 Energon cubes. We get a compound for them. There is also 2 figures in this. So as well as Magnus, we are also going to be getting Battlefield Rung in here as well. So that's the 2 figures that we get: a compound, Energon cubes, accessories, and obviously we get the instructions. Now, what it says here is inside, written in Cybertronian, is going to be spoilers for the show for us to decode, which I think is pretty cool. The series inspired figure. Now, this figure is inspired by the character as seen in the War for Cybertron series. Now, this is where I'm going to theorize here, guys. So this is my theory on it. I think what we're going to get here is that we are going to get a Decepticon Magnus. I think that's why we can't see in the pack. I think the biggest spoiler in this, we've already had the Decepticon Mirage. I think we're going to get a Decepticon Magnus. It says that with this comes an Energon infused battle rung, so I don't think we're going to get the orange colored battle rung that we had before, but I think this is going to be a Decepticon or some kind of dark Energon infused Magnus. This is not going to be the Magnus that we had before. If you look at the box itself, you can see all of the purple that's coming through. Purple on a box, that usually means one of 2 things, right? Dark Energon, or it's gonna be a Decepticon, right? So I am absolutely really looking forward to seeing what's going to be inside this. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think we're going to get a Decepticon Magnus similar to the Mirage? We see him, right? We see him walk into the Decepticon chamber, right? We see him do that. We see him walk into the Decepticon chamber in the trailer. So for me, he goes in there, and looking at the synopsis, he gets his spark monkeyed with, and then he becomes the Decepticon version of Ultra Magnus, which would be something really cool, something very different. And I'm calling it now, so that when I review the product, if I'm right, I called it. So guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Let me know what you guys think about this spoiler box. Are you excited for the TV series? I'm hyped. I'm really hyped for this. Now I'm all in. Now that I've read the synopsis, I'm still a little bit on the animation, but I'll get past it. The synopsis looks great. It's going to be dark. It's going to be gritty. We're going to see some things we've not seen before from Transformers, and I'm really hyped for that. So again, guys, thanks for watching the video. Like, share, and subscribe if you like what I'm doing here. And I'll be back hopefully with a toy review. Like I say, I'm out at the moment in the Netherlands, so hopefully by the time I get back, I'll have the time to be able to actually do a full toy review for you guys on some stuff that I've got in recently. But thank you all very much again, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, in a bit. Bye.